Sat Sri Akal and welcome to SKA Awards, Voices That Inspire, a podcast specially brought to you by the Singapore Khalsa Association. Ladies and gentlemen, today on the podcast we have someone who's not just an entertainer, but an absolute force of energy and charisma on any stage he steps onto. He's the man who's hosted some of the biggest events in the entertainment industry, including the prestigious Zee Cine Awards, sharing the stage with Bollywood's biggest stars. He's made his debut in a Bollywood film, proving that his talents shine just as brightly on screen as they do in front of thousands of people. He performed on global stages around the world, bringing his unique style of humor and high energy hosting to audiences far beyond Singapore. But beyond the lights, cameras, and applause, he's also a proud Sikh, carrying his culture and community with him wherever he goes. KP Sandhu, welcome to SKA Awards.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me. Thank you.
Okay, let's get straight to the podcast.
Let's go.
So earlier podcasts have touched on the challenges you faced in the entertainment industry. But setting aside those challenges, just aside for a moment,
Right.
I'd love to go back to your younger days.
Okay.
Some of us know you for your bold statements, your big dreams that you had. You have declared that you'd be in a Bollywood movie. Now,
Yes.
you have. We'll get to that later. You have also declared that you're Singapore's Shah Rukh Khan.
I'm still declaring that.
Okay.
Yeah.
What I want to know is, back in those days, how did people around you react to your bold statements? And supplementary to that question, where did that bag of confidence come from? Did something spark it?
Yeah. Starting off with your first part of the question, I think obviously many people thought I didn't belong within that group. So I belonged in an asylum because I'm making big claims like I'm going to be in a Bollywood film. Unheard of.
Yeah.
What is this guy talking about? Is he nuts? Is he like just those boys who said, one day when I grow up, I'm going to play for Manchester United? I did sound like one of those boys. I did. I had a friend who said that to me as well.
Okay.
So I did sound probably delusional to them at that point of time.
Yeah.
But no fault of theirs. I don't blame them for thinking that way. But when the spark came, it came. It came in the form of, I've said this many times, in the form of Shah Rukh Khan. He was probably everybody was being inspired by footballers, by WWE wrestlers.
That's right.
So was I.
Okay.
But my big spark of inspiration came in the form of SRK.
Okay.
He came on screen. I loved his performances. And when Dilwale Dulhania Le Jayenge released, I remember this was at the end of 1995. So the next year was my PSLE year. Yeah. So I was just going into 12 years old. I kind of knew that this is what I wanted to do. Because everybody in my class was good at something.
Okay.
Either they were good academically, they were good sports-wise. I don't think I managed to find out what I was good at all.
Okay.
Till I came back and started imitating him in class. And then everybody was like, okay. You could do an SRK. And then I'm like, I'll do better than that. I'll make it in a Bollywood film. Because I just knew that this is when you know, Arpreet. You just know. So when that spark came, I made those big demands, big claims, and I demanded from the universe actually. And
Did manifestation work in those days?
I think I didn't know it was called manifestation. I think I was just doing it because who do you have? You have nobody at home who's taking you seriously. You have nobody in your friend circle who's taking you seriously.
Yeah.
You got yourself and you've got the big guy. So you just have those conversations.
So were you spiritual in that sense?
I guess there was this connection that I had because I used to go to Sammelans.
Yes.
And where we used to learn about Sikhi.
Yeah.
And one of the best things I learned in Sammelan was you can just have a normal conversation with God. And I love that.
Yes.
And that's what I did. I said, Babaji, please. Yeah, and I did it in a Shah Rukh way. Babaji, please. Just please. I guess I just started doing it then. And then, like I said, once you know this is what you want to do. And it's a beautiful feeling.
Yeah.
Also the start of a long journey. Yeah.
Well, but how did you know that it was going to be the ultimate goal? Like, how old were you before I can continue? Like,
I watched DDLJ when it was in December. I remember the family had gone to India.
Yeah, primary 5 you said.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it was released in October. I think the family had gone in November. And we watched it in India. We watched it in Chandigarh, if I'm not wrong. And when I watched the movie, my life changed. Like, there was this magic about this movie.
No, I think DDLG hit all of us in
it really,
massive ways. Yeah.
Yeah, because there was magic with that movie.
Was.
I just can't explain. I just don't understand. But that magic kind of stayed with me, like a light that's still burning, like a flame. And I just knew that, that's what I want to do. I don't just want to be the audience that's watching the magic. I want to be the person that's creating the magic. I want to do acting. That's what I want to do. I want to sing. I want to dance. I want to emote. So I just knew then that, probably this is my thing. Yeah.
And how did the people react around you? Like, I'm talking about people in Punjabi school, in school. Were people nice about it?
I don't think anybody was. Everybody kind of wrote me off and said that, look at this guy. He thinks he's Shah Rukh Khan. Look, he thinks he's going to make it in the movies. Of course, we had friends. I mean, now as a 40-year-old man, I can look back and laugh about it. But even then, I don't remember being hurt about it. In Punjabi school, at least, because there was one guy who wanted to be The Rock. And then there was one guy who wanted to be Eric Cantona. So there was always a boy in my Punjabi school who was inspired by another guy doing his thing outside. We were just finding our feet.
No, but you were an edge above all. Let's face it.
I went into a little manic levels. I did. I had posters of Shah Rukh in my room, and
wow.
Yeah. And if you had gone into the room then, you would have thought that this guy really he has got a screw loose, because the whole room was this Shah Rukh. I really looked like. Have you watched the movie Fan?
No.
Yeah, but it was about that crazy fan that I was idolizing the star. And he turned out to be a little bit of a nut job. Okay. You would have thought you entered that nut job's room, not knowing that the nut job was actually just manifesting.
Yeah.
Was just looking at Shah Rukh and be like, yeah, one day, man, my turn. I actually even have a Shah Rukh story I'll tell you later.
Okay.
We'll talk about that if we get to that. Yeah, but I just knew. You know how when people say, when you find your right partner, you just know that this is the person you want to spend the rest of your life with. I haven't had that experience romantically, but I've had that experience with what I wanted to do. I just knew this is it. So, actually Punjabi school was fun. You had friends, we made fun of each other, but it was nice, it was innocent. And actually there was, besides the usual name calling, there was not much anything I would say bullying in Punjabi school. But now that we're talking about this, there was a little bit of bullying outside of Punjabi school.
Where? Like outside?
Okay, so this was when I was much younger. And remember I told you I started acting like Shah Rukh Khan already?
That's right.
And I started to catch on that, hey, KP can act like Shah Rukh Khan.
Yep.
So it was at the football tournaments. I think it was one of the Mela tournaments. It was probably a Bhai Maharaj tournament back in the day. Even when I was growing a little older, when we started going to Bhangra nights.
Okay.
Those days it was like an event, right?
Yeah.
So outside Bhangra nights, I used to be cornered by some guys.
Oh.
Yeah, who were older than me, bigger than me. And they used to come like a pack of hyenas, because nobody approached me individually. And they said, hey, you think you can act like Shah Rukh Khan? I said, yeah, I can. Act for me. Then after I said my dialogue, I remember, especially after the Bhangra night, I remember all of them in a circle pointing at me and laughing. This actually happened. And I remember I left the Bhangra night and I went to the taxi stand crying. I remember. But this story has a happy ending. Many years later, when I became an MC, many of these guys asked me to host their weddings and they couldn't afford me. True story.
But it must have been really painful.
It was painful then, but
people gang up.
I think it was painful for that night. If the very next day, it fueled my fire.
Yeah. So you got to thank them in a way.
Got to thank them in a way. You need them. Like I said, if everybody is going to say, very good, yes, you're not going to grow. You need these people. You need your detractors, because a part of showbiz is proving them wrong. But I think you make yourself an easy target when you behave like that as well. I think at that point in time, nobody else was attempting to mimic an actor.
No, but why would you say that you make yourself an easy target?
Okay, you know. Oh, okay. I get why you're trying to ask me that question. This is going to be a long discussion, but I'll try to summarize it, okay?
Sure.
Okay, you know how some people just get targeted?
Yeah, it happens.
And I'm not victim blaming anyone here, but it is people who know that somebody might be a target for them that they can handle easily. Only then they go after them. If I was a 7-foot, big, muscle guy who said that I want to be Shah Rukh Khan,
yeah,
you think these guys are going to approach me? No.
So were you smaller in size back then?
Well, I was younger.
Okay.
And I was lanky. I was thin.
Okay.
I could be beaten up.
Okay.
Pretty good.
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't know how to defend myself. So when I say I make myself a target, is because there was nobody else doing stuff like that. So they're like, this fella. At that point in time, you're the only guy doing this. And then in that sense, you make yourself an easy target for the villains.
Yeah.
That's what I meant. The villain, okay, that's the guy. That's the guy we're gonna pick on.
Yeah.
They picked on me. And I'm sure until I flipped the script, there might have been other people that they bullied that we are not even hearing about.
For sure.
For sure.
Yeah.
Right? It's just that I like I said, I really got my revenge. I didn't even have to try. Karma came back. When I started becoming an MC in demand, I swear to God, 90% of them called me and they couldn't afford. This is the truth. Karma just came back. Yeah. So, like I said, easy target in the sense that when Albert Einstein, when he was doing funny things when he was young in school, he was picked upon. He couldn't even speak, is also what I heard. He only spoke very later on in his childhood.
Yep.
When he spoke, did he not become the genius that we know today?
Yeah.
Same thing. When you are a little bit of an oddball in terms of society, people will gravitate to bring you down. Because they don't know how to deal with you. They don't know how to categorize you. They don't know whether should we make him feel good. But no, the first thing as a human being, let's make fun. It's okay. It's okay. But I'm glad that I was maybe slightly... Actually, that point I was a bit weak. I'm stronger now.
Yeah.
I'm just feeling bad about the other people who maybe fire wasn't fuel. How about them? How did they feel the next day?
Yeah,
It's a bit sad.
Yeah. ਤੇ ਕਈ ਬੱਚਿਆਂ ਵਿੱਚ ਸਹਿਨ ਸ਼ਕਤੀ, that patience ਹੁੰਦੀ ਹੈ ਤੇ ਕਈਆਂ ਵਿੱਚ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੁੰਦੀ. And I think that is the group that's always missed out.
ਹਾਂ ਨਹੀਂ ਉਹੀ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਇਹ ਗੱਲ ਦਾ ਵੀ ਡਰ ਹੈ ਕਿ ਹੁਣ ਤੇਰੇ ਬੱਚੇ ਮੇਰੇ ਤਾਂ ਮੇਰੀ ਪੰਜ ਆ ਉਹ ਵੀ ਮੇਰੇ ਬੱਚੇ ਆ.
Definitely.
ਡਰਦਾ ਲੱਗਦਾ ਵਾ. ਸਕੂਲ ਜਾਣਦੇ ਆ, ਪੰਜਾਬੀ ਸਕੂਲ ਜਾਣਦੇ ਆ. ਬਾਰ-ਬਾਰ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਕਿ ਕੁਝ ਵੀ ਹੋ ਜਾਏ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਆ ਕੇ ਦੱਸੋ. ਹੋਰ ਕੀ ਕਰ ਸਕਦੇ ਆ ਹਰਪ੍ਰੀਤ, ਕੀ ਕਰ ਸਕਦੇ ਆ? At the end of the day, ਇਹ ਵੱਡਾ ਸਮੁੰਦਰ ਆ, ਛਲਾਂਗ ਤਾਂ ਮਾਰਨੀ ਪਊਗੀ. ਫਿਰ ਪਤਾ ਲੱਗੂਗਾ ਕਿ ਕੌਣ ਤਰ ਸਕਦਾ, ਕੌਣ ਡੁੱਬ ਜੂਗਾ.
But I think ਜਦੋਂ ਅਸੀਂ ਸਾਡੇ ਕਮਿਊਨਿਟੀ ਵਿੱਚ ਹੁੰਦੇ ਆ, ਇੱਕ ਆਸ ਹੁੰਦੀ ਆ, we have a hope that we won't do this to each other at least.
ਜੇ ਇੱਕ ਗੱਲ ਤੂੰ ਛੇੜੀ ਨਾ ਹਰਪ੍ਰੀਤ, ਮੈਂ ਇੱਕ ਹੋਰ ਗੱਲ ਕਹਿਣਾ ਚਾਹੁੰਦਾ. ਮੈਂ ਆਪਣੇ ਕੌਮ ਵਾਸਤੇ, ਐਸਪੈਸ਼ਲੀ ਸਿੰਗਾਪੁਰ 'ਚ ਨਹੀਂ, ਸਾਡੀ ਪੰਜਾਬੀ ਕੌਮ ਵਾਸਤੇ ਮੈਂ ਇੱਕ ਚੀਜ਼ ਚਾਹੁੰਦਾ. ਮੈਂ ਹੁਣ ਸਿੱਧਾ ਮੂੰਹ ਤੇ ਕਹਿਣ ਲੱਗਾ ਕਿਉਂਕਿ ਬਹੁਤ ਵਾਰ ਮੈਂ ਸੁਣਿਆ ਕਿ ਤੂੰ ਉਹ ਬਾਲਟੀ ਦੀ ਕਹਾਣੀ ਸੁਣੀ ਨਾ, ਬਾਲਟੀ ਦੀ ਕਹਾਣੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਸੁਣੀ? ਉਹ ਕਰੈਪ ਕੀ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ, ਕੇਕੜੇ, ਉਹ ਚੀਨੇ ਕੇਕੜੇ ਇੱਕ ਬਾਲਟੀ 'ਚ ਸੀ, ਸਾਰਿਆਂ ਨੂੰ ਨਿਕਲਣਾ ਸੀ. ਫਿਰ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਇੱਕ ਤੇ ਉੱਤੇ ਚੜ ਕੇ ਉਹ ਨਿਕਲ ਗਏ. ਫਿਰ ਆ ਗਿਆ ਮਲਾਈਆਂ ਦਾ ਬਾਲਟੀ, ਉਹਦੇ ਮਲਾਈ ਕੇਕੜੇ, ਉਹ ਵੀ ਚੜ ਗਏ ਤੇ ਨਿਕਲ ਗਏ. ਫਿਰ ਆਈ ਪੰਜਾਬੀ ਬਾਲਟੀ, ਇੱਕ ਕੇਕੜਾ ਉੱਤੇ ਗਿਆ, ਦੂਜੇ ਕੇਕੜਿਆਂ ਨੇ ਉਹਨੂੰ ਥੱਲੇ ਖਿੱਚ ਲਿਆ. ਇਹ ਮੈਂ ਬਹੁਤ ਵਾਰੀ ਸੁਣਿਆ ਤੇ ਕੋਈ ਵੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਨਿਕਲਿਆ. ਤੇ ਅਸੀਂ ਸੁਣਿਆ ਕਿ ਪੰਜਾਬੀ ਇੱਕ ਦੂਜੇ ਦਾ ਸਾਥ ਨਹੀਂ ਦਿੰਦੇ. ਤਾਂ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਭਾਵੇਂ ਇੱਕ ਹੀ ਮੌਕਾ ਮਿਲਣ ਲੱਗਾ ਸਿੰਗਾਪੁਰ ਖਾਲਸਾ ਐਸੋਸੀਏਸ਼ਨ ਆਵਾਜ਼ ਪੋਡਕਾਸਟ 'ਤੇ ਆ ਕੇ ਮੈਂ ਆਪਣੇ ਪਿਆਰੇ ਪੰਜਾਬੀ ਦੋਸਤਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਭੈਣਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਭਰਾਵਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਹਸੀ ਮਜ਼ਾਕ ਸਾਰੀ ਠੀਕ ਹੈ ਯਾਰ ਮੈਂ ਤਾਂ ਹਸੀ ਮਜ਼ਾਕ ਤੇ ਕਰੀਅਰ ਬਣਾਇਆ ਹੈ ਪਰ ਇੱਕ ਦੂਜੇ ਦਾ ਸਾਥ ਦਿਓ ਕਿਸੇ ਨੂੰ ਵੇਖ ਕੇ ਇਹ ਨਾ ਲੱਗੋ ਕਿ ਹਾਏ ਇੰਨੇ ਪੈਸੇ ਕਿੱਦਾਂ ਕਮਾ ਲਏ ਹਾਏ ਇਹ ਕਰਨ ਡਿਆ ਸਾਥ ਦਿਓ ਯਾਰ ਅਸੀਂ ਐਨੀ ਨਿੱਕੀ ਜੀ ਕੌਮ ਆ ਪਰ ਜੇ ਅਸੀਂ ਸੱਚੀ ਨਾਲ ਆ ਗਏ ਨਾ ਮੈਜੋਰਿਟੀ ਸਾਡੇ ਖੜੇ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੋ ਸਕਦੇ ਮੈਂ ਸਹੀ ਗੱਲ ਕਹਿਣ ਡਿਆ ਹੁਣ ਸੋ ਇਹੀ ਮੈਂ ਕਹਿਣ ਡਿਆ ਵਾਂ ਆਸ ਰੱਖਦਾ ਵਾਂ ਮੈਂ ਚਾਹੁੰਦਾ ਕਿ ਸਾਡੀ ਕਮਿਊਨਿਟੀ ਸਾਰੀ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਨੈਗੇਟਿਵਿਟੀ ਨੂੰ ਛੱਡ ਕੇ ਨਾ ਇੱਕ ਨਾਲ ਆ ਜਾਈਏ
Okay.
And not just on Masaki Mela, but for other events as well.
Moving on to the next group of people, I wouldn't call them a group, but your family.
Yes.
Tell me who's in your family, and most importantly, tell me how your mom has accepted this roller coaster ride of yours since you announced.
So right now in my family, there's my mom and there's my sister. My dad has unfortunately passed on. So I think when the first time I went to my mom and I said, I want to be an actor. She's like, what nonsense are you talking about? But when she realized it wasn't going away, like.
And how long was that? Like after she realized
after DDLJ, so this was PSLE. Okay, PSLE.
Okay, you crossed PSLE, okay, right? Didn't give her any heart attacks or anything, right?
I think I gave her constant heart attacks till the time I graduated because she said, look, you can do whatever you want to do, but in my house there is a little bit of a minimum requirement of a degree. You get that, you can do you want to go be Shahrukh, you will go and do whatever you want.
Okay,
I did it. I graduated. I literally gave her my degree and I said I'm
amazing
off. But unfortunately at that point of time my parents had separated and I had to step up and be the man of the house. And that's when hosting happened. So I never planned to be a host. It just happened at a time where I needed to step up for the family. And kudos to my sister as well. She has been my rock. My mom has been a rock as well, man. For her to understand this guy whom she gave birth to who wants to become this Bollywood actor, but what is he doing? But I would say, I'm going to make a bold statement right now. I've been hosting for 17 years. I think if today I told her, Mom, I'm leaving hosting, she'd be happy. Because she's a mom. They are concerned with us having a little bit of a concrete job. They're not wrong. They are absolutely not wrong at all because they are concerned about their parents, their children's future rather. But I had to prove it to my mom. And today, I think she might have complaints about many things with regards to me, but I don't think now she would be complaining about my job. And she's always given me her blessings before I leave for every show, even though whether she understands the show or not. And that's the beauty about being a mom.
Also, you mentioned that, I mean, so basically I would assume that she raised the both of you single-handedly.
I would say so,
And how was it for you watching your mom doing this all alone, having a daughter, having a son who is don't know whether he's going to make it or not? How did she pull through all that?
You know, at that point in time, you weren't really thinking about it. And also at that point in time, my dad was still kind of in the picture. Although it was a very silent picture on his end, but he was still in the picture. So as a child, I think you didn't realize how difficult this was going to be on my mom. It's after he left. And then you look back, you're like, whoa, Mom, man, you were a one-man army, man. She juggled work. She came back. She made sure both her children were educated. They were putting some time into the books. At the same time, she was strict at the start, but then I think she realized that she needed to let us like go out and just like mix with people from our own community as well. I don't know where that sense of maturity came from, but I think it's very hard for me to explain, but I guess I don't have to explain. I'll just have to look at the camera and salute my mom and to all single moms, all single parents. I don't understand how you do it, but nobody could do it better than you guys. So shout out to you, Mom.
Amazing. Okay, KP, let's move on to how the community has, like what their thoughts are about KP Sandhu.
Okay.
I think some of them think, when they think of one person who can be placed anywhere, anytime, whether in front of a big crowd, chatting one-on-one, someone who's confident, someone who can talk about any topic on the stage, handle any kind of weddings, they immediately think of you. Now, what I want to know is, do you feel that's an absolutely fair description of yourself? And I'm asking this because we often see a very flashy side of you.
Yeah.
Okay, your clothes, your demeanor, your Facebook, your Instagram. But does it really seem as rosy as it looks?
I don't know whether the entire community sees me that way. I'm sure a section of them, quite a number of them do. Mm-hmm. And that's okay with me.
Yep.
Because being in the spotlight in showbiz puts you on a pedestal, and people can choose to like or dislike that pedestal.
Yep.
And it's absolutely fine because it happens with the bigger stars.
Yes.
You are always in fight of who do you prefer, Cristiano Ronaldo or Lionel Messi? Who do you like, Shah Rukh or Salman? Do you like Tom Cruise or Brad Pitt? All are good. They're all good. However, my love for the community is wholesome. So whether you like me or not, I think after 17 years, it's come to a point whether you like me or not. I think exactly what you said in your description. I think you can't deny that I'll probably get the job done.
Yeah, you do.
Whether it's good, bad, ugly, I'll probably get the job done. Whether you like my style or you don't like my style, you know that, okay, there's going to be some standard attached to it. And I'm very glad about that.
Yeah.
Some members of the community have been very sweet.
Yeah.
They've reached out. Some of them are not even your friends. So to all the members of the community that reached out, I love you guys, man. Thank you so much. And whether you reach out or not, I'll continue to entertain you to the best that I can. You got my promise.
That's really sweet, KP. But let's also dig deeper. I think my question was also on about if you ever felt that the stage was always yours, or no, it was a lot of hard work, it was struggles. Tell me about all of that.
Okay.
No, I mean, I know you started off with hosting because of things in the family, but what about your path to Mumbai, your path to the Bollywood movie?
So, the path to stage also. Yeah. So, when you said I started hosting because of the family, it's kind of true, but kind of at the same time, it happened by accident. Next door at Civil Service Club, there was a birthday party. I picked up the mic by accident, and then next thing you know, show offers started to come, and then my next show was in Khalsa actually. It was in somebody's wedding. Getting the community events were obviously slightly, I wouldn't say easier, but I think they were just happy that there is an option in the market now for a certain brand of entertainment at weddings, birthday parties even. So the community was still okay in that sense. Of course, naturally, many of them still were very skeptical about whether this is the guy for the job, what is he doing? Well, I did many things that were unheard of, right? Yep. And everyone was like, oh my God, Aki Karandia, oh my God, what is he doing? Is he allowed to say these things? After that, they kind of, okay, that's his style. Then the real hard journey was from doing community events to doing corporate stuff.
Yeah.
Because, and I'm going to say exactly what I heard somebody say once. Somebody said, hey, why don't you use KP Sandhu as the MC for your next D&D? And you know what somebody said? He's just, ready for the quote unquote, he's just an Indian wedding MC. This was wrong on so many levels. Indian wedding MC. So they're just bringing you down the rungs. So firstly, I had to prove that Indians or Punjabis, for that matter, could rise to the occasion and entertain a crowd of any type. You might be Chinese, you might be Malay, you might be Indian, you might be a foreigner working in our country. We can step up and do the job. And at that point in time, I had to do a couple of case studies. Are there any, good examples that I can look for in the market? Because I also had to prove my mom at this point in time that emceeing could be a career, not just a hobby.
Yep.
So I'm like, because what I also noticed was everybody else who did it as a hobby, they kind of stagnated.
Yes. It's not easy to sustain, let's face it.
It's not easy to sustain, especially when you're doing something else. Because it is a craft. You have to work on the craft. It takes time. Yeah. Then 2 examples in the market I had researched and came out to be success stories. One, Harjeet Tulsi.
Yes.
Number 2, Eddie Singh.
Okay.
And I'm so fortunate that when I reached out to both these gentlemen, they were both very nice to kind of take me under their wing and kind of teach me the initial tropes of how to host, how to market yourself. I remember following Harjeet for his events just to be his shadow.
Nice.
I used to help coordinate the events,
Okay.
at the same time see what he did.
Okay.
With Eddie, it was a lot of meeting up over chai and, so what's your idea? Okay, come, let me tell you what you can do. And,
Yeah.
and this was, okay. So I got
But
to
they
learn
have
from-
different styles.
They have completely different styles.
Yeah.
And I'm happy that I got to learn from 2 different MCs.
For sure.
Both very successful in their own right.
Yeah.
So once I learned those tropes, I marketed myself and then getting on stage, proving to the non-Punjabis that, oh, this guy is actually pretty all right. Then the minute you break that duck, the minute you start doing D&Ds and proving that you can do it, then you're on everybody's proposal after that. But it was tough. It was tough. You, in fact, shout out to the people who gave me my first break in the D&D market. They were Chinese.
Yeah.
They took their chance.
Okay.
They literally looked beyond race, language, religion. They're like, pure talent. Come, we're going to try you for an event. And I'm working with them till today. It's been 17 years. So it's beautiful. Some people outside the community have to believe in you so you can make your own community proud. Wow, wow. That's the line of the podcast. Right there.
Thank you for helping us. Talking about how you've climbed the ladders and you've had your mentors. Can I call them your mentors?
They are my mentors.
Yeah. Help
I
you.
send them Happy Teachers Day every year, by the way. It's true.
Really?
Yeah, I do.
That's amazing. But apart from that, how do you prep yourself? Like, take us through that quickly. Like, say for a wedding, your jokes, they're very spontaneous. It's right there, right now. And I've not seen your corporate events.
Sure.
But even then, there's lots of preparation. How much time do you need?
Okay, so I really think I have no jokes. I might have a couple of routines.
Okay.
I really think I have no jokes. I think whatever you might have heard me say on stage, and if you have hopefully ended up laughing,
Yeah.
it's all been
Yes.
instantaneous, on the spot, off the cuff. The process of preparation, it really differs from person to person. I'm sure you've heard of Rishi Budrani,
I have.
one of our Sindhi brothers who's hosted a lot of Punjabi events himself.
Yes.
Is a brother of mine. So he and I both have very different ways of prepping. He believes he needs to feel like he's working to get work done. Okay? And that's fine.
Yeah.
I feel I need to have fun. Okay? And prior to the show, when I wake up, I have my lunch, I just watch something that makes me laugh. It could be stand-up comedy, could be an episode of Kapil Sharma, it could be an episode of Friends. Something that makes me laugh. Because I think then that mood is kind of captured in my mind and it stays with me the whole night. So now I go, I shower, I get ready, I put on my clothes, I go for my show. I'm in that mood.
Okay.
So when I'm in that mood, I kind of am able to bring that mood out on stage.
So you mentioned being spontaneous and everything is just impromptu and stuff, and
Yeah.
your preparation a day before, you watch this, you watch that.
Yeah.
Let me try this in Punjabi.
Go
But
for it.
ਕਈ ਵਾਰੀ ਜ਼ਿੰਦਗੀ ਵਿੱਚ ਐਦਾਂ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਹੈ ਕਿ
ਹਾਂ।
ਸਾਨੂੰ ਦੁੱਖ ਹੁੰਦੇ ਨੇ, ਲੜਾਈਆਂ ਹੋ ਜਾਂਦੀਆਂ ਨੇ ਸਡਨਲੀ, ਉਹ ਲੈ ਕੇ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਕੰਮ ਤੇ ਜਾਣਾ ਪੈਂਦਾ
ਹਾਂ।
ਹੈ। ਉਹ ਨੈਗੇਟਿਵ ਗੱਲਾਂ
ਹਾਂ।
ਲੈ ਕੇ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਸਟੇਜ ਤੇ ਜਾ ਕੇ ਪਰਫਾਰਮ ਕਰ ਸਕਦੇ ਹੋ?
ਬਹੁਤ ਵਾਰੀ ਹੋਇਆ। ਮੈਂ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਇੱਕ ਗੱਲ ਦੱਸਾਂ, ਇੱਕ ਵਾਰ ਮੇਰਾ ਇੱਕ ਦਿਨ ਪਹਿਲਾਂ ਬ੍ਰੇਕਅਪ ਹੋਇਆ ਸੀ। ਮੈਨੂੰ ਅਜੇ ਵੀ ਯਾਦ ਹੈ, ਕਿਸੇ ਕੰਪਨੀ ਦਾ ਅਕਟੂਬਰ ਫੈਸਟ ਦਾ ਇਵੈਂਟ ਸੀ ਸਨਟੈਕ ਸਿਟੀ 'ਚ।
ਓਕੇ।
ਤੇ ਮੈਂ ਗਿਆ ਤੇ ਮੈਂ ਕਲਾਇੰਟ ਨੂੰ ਮਿਲਿਆ, ਕਿਉਂਕਿ ਕਲਾਇੰਟ ਨੂੰ ਅਸੀਂ ਇੱਕ ਵਾਰ ਮਿਲ ਲੈਂਦੇ ਆ ਪ੍ਰੋਗਰਾਮ ਪਲਾਨ ਕਰਨ ਲਈ। ਫਿਰ ਉਹ ਸਾਨੂੰ 1 ਘੰਟਾ ਛੇੜ ਦੇਣੀ ਹੈ।
ਓਕੇ।
ਮੈਂ ਬਾਹਰ ਬੈਠਾ ਸੀ ਆਪਣੀ ਡੀਜੇ ਨਾਲ, ਮੈਂ ਫੂਟ ਕੇ ਰੋਣ ਡਿਆ ਸੀ, ਫੂਟ ਕੇ। ਉਹ ਆਈ, ਉਹਨੇ ਕਿਹਾ KP ਨੂੰ ਕੀ ਹੋ ਗਿਆ? ਮੇਰੇ ਡੀਜੇ ਨੇ ਕਿਹਾ ਨਹੀਂ, ਅਜੇ 15 ਮਿੰਟ ਹੈਗੇ ਨਾ, ਮੈਂ ਗਾਰੰਟੀ ਦਿੰਦਾ ਉਹ ਤਿਆਰ ਹੋ ਜਾਊਗਾ। ਉਹ ਮੈਂ ਰੋਣ ਡਿਆ 10 ਮਿੰਟ, 5 ਮਿੰਟ, 1 ਮਿੰਟ, ਗੁੱਡ ਈਵਨਿੰਗ ਲੇਡੀਜ਼ ਐਂਡ ਜੈਂਟਲਮੈਨ। ਮੈਂ ਕਿੱਥੋਂ ਸਿੱਖਿਆ? ਇਹ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਨਾ ਦ ਸ਼ੋ ਮਸਟ ਗੋ ਔਨ, ਇਹ ਸੱਚੀ ਗੱਲ ਹੈਗੀ ਹੈ। ਇਹ ਨਾ ਸੱਚੀ ਕਦੀ ਦਿਲ ਤੇ ਪੱਥਰ ਰੱਖਣਾ ਪੈਂਦਾ ਹੈ। ਤੁਸੀਂ ਇਹ ਫਿਲਮ ਵੇਖੀ ਸੀ ਮੇਰਾ ਨਾਮ ਜੋਕਰ? ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਯਾਦ ਹੈ ਉਹ ਸੀਨ ਜਦੋਂ ਉਹਦੀ ਮਾਂ ਮਰ ਗਈ ਸੀ, ਫਿਰ ਉਸੇ ਵੇਲੇ ਉਹਨੂੰ ਬਾਹਰ ਜਾ ਕੇ ਪਰਫਾਰਮ ਕਰਨਾ ਪਿਆ। ਉਹ ਸੀਨ ਵੇਖ ਕੇ ਨਾ ਮੈਂ ਬੜਾ ਪ੍ਰਭਾਵਿਤ ਹੋਇਆ ਸੀ ਤੇ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਲੱਗਿਆ ਸੀ ਆ ਯਾਰ ਇਹ ਸੱਚਾਈ ਹੈ। ਪਰ ਅਸੀਂ ਨਾ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਲੋਕਾਂ ਲਈ ਪਰਫਾਰਮ ਕਰਨ ਲਈ ਇੰਨਾ ਇਹ ਨਾ ਮਜ਼ਾ ਨਹੀਂ ਆਉਂਦਾ। ਇਹ ਮੁਹੱਬਤ ਹੈ, ਇਸ਼ਕ ਹੈ ਸੱਚੀ। ਇੰਝ ਲੱਗਦਾ ਨਾ ਕਿ ਅਸੀਂ ਨਾ ਰੱਬ ਨਾਲ ਜੁੜੇ ਹੋਏ ਆ। ਉਸੇ ਵੇਲੇ ਜਦੋਂ ਅਸੀਂ ਸਟੇਜ ਲੈ ਲੈਂਦੇ, ਮਾਈਕ ਸਾਡੇ ਹੱਥ 'ਚ ਆ ਜਾਂਦਾ ਵਾ, ਲੋਕਾਂ ਨਾਲ ਗੱਲਾਂ ਕਰਨੀਆਂ ਵਾ, ਲੋਕਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਹਸਾਉਣਾ ਵਾ, ਨਚਾਉਣਾ ਵਾ, ਉਸ ਵੇਲੇ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਲੱਗਦਾ ਨਾ ਮੈਂ ਸੱਚੀ ਨਾ ਮੈਂ ਰੱਬ ਨਾਲ ਇੱਕ ਆ। ਜਦੋਂ ਰੱਬ ਨਾਲ ਇੱਕ ਹੋ ਜਾਂਦੇ ਨਾ ਸਾਰੇ ਦੁੱਖ ਗਏ ਯਾਰ।
ਕੰਮ 'ਚ ਇੰਨੀ ਸੱਚਾਈ
ਹਾਂ
ਰੱਖਦੇ ਹੋ
ਉਹ 3-4 ਘੰਟੇ ਵਾਸਤੇ ਜਿੰਨਾ ਵੀ ਵੱਡੇ ਤੋਂ ਵੱਡਾ ਦੁੱਖ ਹੋਵੇ ਕੁਛ ਨਹੀਂ ਰਹਿੰਦਾ, ਕਿਉਂਕਿ ਰੱਬ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਨਾਲ ਯਾਰ। ਇਹੀ ਗੱਲ ਹੈ।
I like that. That's very touching. Now, let's move to your shows.
Yes.
Your big shows. You've hosted the Zee Cine Awards 4 years in a row.
Yes.
Now, what I want to ask you is, it's a little bit different from, you've done 2 movies.
I have.
Shadow Assassins and Parishan Parinda. We'll come to
we will.
that too later. Yes, very quickly. But, it's different I'm assuming it's different in a movie setting. There are retakes, there's loads of editing.
Yeah.
But these live shows where you host these big stages, Zee Cine Awards, big stars beside you.
Yes.
Do you have a pre-show ritual, or is it just a mirror and a wink?
No, there's no ritual. There's absolutely no ritual. I'll take you through what happens on the red carpet, okay? So on the red carpet, you're not the only one there. There are tons of hosts.
Okay.
From representing various channels. I represent Zee TV Asia Pacific.
Yep.
Okay?
Yep.
So when I'm there, so number one, they might not even stop at your booth.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, they are not, it's not mandatory.
But then the stars, will they stop at your booth?
No. I'm talking about the stars.
Okay.
They are not obligated to stop. If they stop, it's because of the own goodness of their heart.
Oh.
Yeah. So number one, no guarantee any star will stop. Now number two, when they stop, when you already see them in sights, you start formulating what you want to ask them. Of course, there's a set of questions that Zee gives you.
Yeah.
Which become a little boring after the third person. It's like the same thing.
Yes.
And I really try to stay away from, what are you wearing? Who are you wearing? It's so boring. I'd rather talk about the awards. I'd rather talk about the movies that year. Or if they have had a recent success, let's talk about that.
Okay.
I remember, is it okay if I tell you a quick story?
Of course.
Yeah? So I've met many people on the red carpet that were very nice.
Yeah.
The few that stuck out were Ranveer Singh. He was super cool. The one that I nearly fell in love with, or have I? Kriti Sanon.
Oh, she's gorgeous.
She's gorgeous. My God. And let me tell you something. When we finished the interview, at least the cameraman, at least he was saying something a little bit more logical. He was like, all he said was, hey, you guys look very good together. I said, oh, because y'all are tall, y'all both okay. At least, he knew where to stop. When I showed my sister the photo, you know what my sister said?
No.
You never take her number. So what is this? Bangla take her number. I can't be going up to Kriti Sanon and asking for her number. But it was when Madhuri Dixit.
Oh, no. Did you meet her? What did you feel?
Okay, so I'm obviously, I love certain female stars as well as female actors. I love them. Of course, I gravitate more towards the guys because you emulate them, nah? You emulate them,
sure.
Right? You emulate a Bachchan, you emulate a Shah Rukh or anybody. So you're always looking forward to them. But then, I remember before Madhuri came, I remember that year, 20 minutes, we were just waiting around. There was nobody coming on the red carpet. Then when she came, and suddenly there was a lot of buzz. So she had to complete an entire loop, and we were the last booth. So she could have chosen to just walk. I told my Zee guys, I said, get me Madhuri, man.
Yeah.
She said, okay, you be ready. I said, hey, you ask her whether she's ready, okay? I'm ready. They went to her manager. The manager took one look at me.
Oh.
And of course, the aesthetics in a Bollywood event are sometimes more important than your talent. And he looked at me and he said, okay, he's got 1 minute. 1 minute. I repeat, 1 minute, huh? That's all I got, huh?
Yeah.
Then he looked at me and said, KP, तेरे पास 1 minute है. I don't mind if I go into a bit of Hindi because तेरे पास 1 minute है रे. Say 1 minute ना तू इसको ला रे बाबा. Then Madhuri came. Yeah. I spent 1 minute just buttering her. I still remember. I said, oh, have you ever fallen in love before? She said, why? Why do you ask? She said, I've fallen in love before. I was on a couch in a random apartment in Singapore. Suddenly I saw Ek Do Teen. This lady came up and then I fell in love, and now I'm standing right next to her. And then she smoked me for 3 minutes. So I was like, so if I had stuck to the script, do you think she would have stayed with me for 3 minutes? 4? And they also bought. And an artist like Madhuri who can keep you on your toes as well. Because she's pretty, it's Madhuri, she's spunky. So thank God at that point in time I discarded all the questions. I just went with, what did I go with? I went with a true story. And nothing shines better than the truth. And she was like, oh, yeah, so sweet, But she was like, she was amazing.
She's gorgeous,
she's fat.
isn't it?
Yeah, she's fat. She's lovely. I've seen Aishwarya, and when you see her, you understand the,
yeah, okay.
Wow. I get that, because I saw, even I was like, whoa, oh, okay. I was like, oh, okay, I get it.
Okay.
I get it. But Madhuri, I think it's not just how she looks.
Yeah.
Her performances are like another level.
Top-notch,
I remember she could keep the male heroes on their feet. That's how good she was. When you think about Khalnaik, obviously you think about Sanjay Dutt. Do you not think about Madhuri before you think of Jackie Shroff?
Definitely.
That's my point.
Yeah.
That's my point.
I mean, but Jackie was quite handsome those days.
Jackie is my homeboy. By the way, he's a friend now.
Is he?
Yes. Jackie Shroff is a friend now. I'll send you another photo that you can put this part on the podcast.
You're putting a lot of stress on us.
Just for proof. Yeah.
Definitely.
But yeah, so Zee Cine Awards is fun because I think after the first year, halfway through the first year, they kind of stopped directing me.
Yeah.
It was the first half where they were like, you gotta do this, you gotta do that, you gotta do that. And suddenly they're like, just do your thing. I said, then you just get me the stuff. Now you know what I can do. So now when I go and work with Zee, it's very tension-free. They know what I can do, I know what they can do. It's just a lot of fun going down. And for me, it's not just fun hosting the awards, it's also rubbing shoulders with important people who maybe might see something in you that you never know might just get you the next big opportunity. That's always the prayer, right, Vaiguru?
Let's quickly hop on to Shadow Assassins and Parishan Parinda. Tell me very quickly, which was the one which was closest to your heart?
Shadow Assassins.
Okay. Also because it's based on a true story, right?
It is. I got Shadow Assassins, which was a film that I call legit because of its quality. It got a limited commercial release, but in fact, I would like to take this opportunity on the podcast because many people keep asking me, when is it going to be released on OTT? And the reason why it's not released yet, it is because it is still doing the film festival circuit.
Okay. All right.
And it is winning a couple of awards. Like our lead actor has won an award, our technical team have won awards. So it's doing decent work. And breaking news for you, I guess am I allowed to say this? Yes.
Why not?
Because they haven't released the information, but since I'm with you,
go for it.
Just for Khalsa, just for you.
Thank you.
The director of Sholay, Ramesh Sippy, he's bought over the film. So he will now be releasing it. So now it's going to be Ramesh Sippy presents Shadow Assassins because he really liked the film as well. So
he bought over this film from the guy who produced it, which is she's a Singaporean
One of them
as well.
Is Singaporean, Anil Goswami. Shout out to my brother because I'm also a brand ambassador of Rocking Rickshaw. Yeah.
Let's move on to our next question.
Sure.
I like how you have debunked a lot of myths in today's podcast, and therefore the next question I want to ask you is about our youth in Singapore, our Punjabi Sikh youth. I know a lot of youths who go through pressure to fit in. Our Sardar boys, on how they look. Non-Sardar boys about anything else. Our girls on the kind of decisions they have to make, the career paths they have to take. What would you say to them listening to you about embracing themselves? Secondly, what is your take on how important it is for them to remain rooted in our Punjabi culture?
Okay. Now, I think embracing yourself is the first thing you should do. I think once you embrace yourself, then the world's your stage. I can understand the concerns of people who are like my mom. I think moms at any age are moms.
Yeah.
And they are always going to be concerned about their children's futures and whatnot. However, I think there have been, not just me, forgive me if I got his name wrong, in MasterChef is Inderpal? Inderpal Singh. Very proud of him.
Yes.
He debunked a lot of myths. I'll tell you something.
Yeah.
We have a WhatsApp group, and there was this person in the WhatsApp group that started to make fun of the fact that he even tried to attempt. I just said one thing. I said, bro, what if he actually wins?
Nice.
And he did.
Yep.
And the minute he won, I shared a post. So very proud of you, brother. You've proven a lot of people wrong. I know what it's like to prove people wrong.
That's right.
Yeah. So your children might have talents that might not be considered commercially the norm. They might not be the usual doctors, lawyers, engineers, or they might not be having government jobs. However, if they have a talent, think about how you can help cultivate it. Because now I'm going to say something. I'll speak about being an entertainer. Being an entertainer is still considered a little bit of a taboo. I'll tell you why. It is because of the things associated with being an entertainer universally, not just in Singapore. People think our lives are really all about sex, drugs, and rock and roll. And it's not true. Who would imagine on a Wednesday evening, ladies' night, by the way, I'm in Singapore Khalsa Association, sitting across two wonderful people in a podcast, and I'm going home straight after this.
Yep.
Swear upon these two pandas, I'm going home. So I'm doing that, and people don't understand it, but I'm going to allow the Punjabi community to understand something right now. Don't think about your child as an occupation. Now, for example, if I am let's call me an artist, let's call me an MC, a host. That's still how I earn my bread and butter. I am a business. I am a business. I'm going to look in the camera and say this, I am a business. Let me explain to you how. Monday to Thursday, I am the boss of the business.
Yep.
I cultivate my product. I send out my products, reels, photos, via social media, via emailers, via WhatsApp to potential customers. These customers have then a choice whether they want to engage my products or services or not. Friday, Saturday, Sunday is when I deliver my product.
Right.
I am a business. I'm not just an artist. If you look at it that way, every single occupation where talent is core, even for Inderpal, cooking is a talent.
It is.
It's a talent. Yeah, I can cook Maggi mee. Doesn't make me a master chef. No, it makes me hungry. That's what it makes me. Okay, so it's a talent. So think of it as a business. Just want to tell all parents, I understand your concerns. That's the first part of the question. Second part, should they be rooted in the Punjabi culture?
This message is for the youth, yes.
100% absolutely. Diljit did one thing that you have to give him full marks for. He's in Bollywood today.
Of course.
Not conforming to any of the Bollywood rules.
Yeah.
He stuck to his culture. He knew what he was good at.
Yeah.
He played a Punjabi. He played a Sikh.
A proper Sikh. That's
Yes,
right.
even in Chamkila, where he had to remove his turban because the character didn't have a turban. That's different. He was still that guy. So he didn't move away. He didn't pretend to be somebody that's not. And it's because he did that, it made him even more loved. Remember this line in his song Goat, Dekh Bollywood vich kinne khan ne onna vich benda Sardar soniye. Sardar. So see, he stuck to his culture, and there's one Sardar rocking it right now. Sticking to your culture. Today, me, I'm Punjabi. I go and entertain the crowd all around the world. I was in New Zealand last month.
Yeah.
And I swear to God, Harpreet, this actually happened. We were doing this. What were we doing? We were doing this routine where we were doing dances from different communities.
Okay.
And we were in New Zealand, so we asked our New Zealand friends, come show us how to do the haka.
Yeah, yeah.
Then the Taiwanese group came. They can't really dance, so they sang like some Teresa Tang song. Everybody was happy. from the crowd, the boss said, "Hey, you buy it, right?" I'm like,
"Yeah, why did he have a Singaporean accent though?"
I buy it. Yeah, he's Singaporean.
Okay.
Hey, do the Bhangra routine. Do the Bhangra routine. The Bhangra routine, heartbreak, is something I could have avoided in New Zealand.
Yeah.
Turned out to be the highlight of the show.
Did it?
I didn't shy away from it.
Yeah.
I'm Punjabi. I will show you how to do the Bhangra. By the way, Bhangra. That's the correct pronunciation.
Correct.
The Bhangra routine better than anybody else. I didn't shy away from it just because now I'm entertaining an audience from all around the world. No, I stuck to my roots. Indirpa. Probably whip up a cuisine from Thailand.
Yeah.
But he stuck to his roots as well, right?
That's
he
right.
started off by making dal roti, did he not?
Yes.
Butter chicken on So everyone, our DJs, forget about the MCs. When they go and entertain a crowd on an international stage, tell me, do they drop Punjabi MC or not?
Yes, they do.
They do, because they know. So it's important to stick to your culture. It's important to speak the language as well. I think that's the one thing I'm worried about. You know what I'm worried about, Harpreet?
Yeah.
I'll tell you what I'm worried about, okay? Since we're having this conversation.
Sure.
I'm worried by the time I get married, which will hopefully soon. Hopefully.
We wish you the best.
All the trips to Silarat Gurdwara by my mom should pay off at some time. I'm worried about the time forget about me, our kids get married. Will there still be lady Sangeet? Think about that.
Yes.
Will there still be? I know it might not be the part of the program that everybody's looking forward to, but trust me, if it's completely eradicated, something will be missing, wouldn't it?
Definitely.
Hey, my own nieces, it's like Punjabi, they're learning it, but it's just not rolling off their tongue.
I know. I mean,
how are they like? Are they able to dabble? Are they able to switch between
not
English?
At all.
My sister and I were just talking about this yesterday. It's the same response.
But
and
ironically,
work. Yesterday, both my nieces wearing the Uda Eda Idi Sasa t-shirt. Uda Eda Idi Sasa. And the joke was because one had worn the Uda Eda t-shirt and she had pulled up her shorts up to here. I said, that's why they can't speak all the way, because it stops at shasha. They don't know more than that.
Oh my goodness! But you know what? That there will be a serious podcast on the state of the Punjabi language coming up really soon on
But how was it different during our time, Harpreet?
I don't know.
How were we able to dabble more?
I really don't know. And the funny thing is, I don't remember going to Punjabi school and speaking to my friends in Punjabi at all with our Punjabi friends. But for me, I mean, if I could share, it was really Gurdas man. Being exposed to Gurdas man. Yeah.
Right.
His songs, his very clean lyrics, and my father gatekeeping what we were exposed to.
Yeah.
That was it.
That was it. Huh?
What was yours?
Mine was, I think, a little bit of a dual situation. I think because I was so into Hindi films, Hindi and Punjabi wasn't exactly too far apart. So I was enjoying speaking in Hindi because I wanted to be the hero, right? So I think for me to switch to Punjabi wasn't too difficult.
Yeah.
Also, at that point of time, in my house, as similarly to many other households, we had helpers from Punjab.
Okay.
So you had no choice because they don't understand English. So we no choice. Now we have to. the owner has to step up to make the helper feel comfortable, but actually that helped.
Yeah, I'm sure it did.
Really
actually, a lot of people get Punjabi helpers for this. For this reason.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Because ajkal nani dadi sadly naal bhi nahi rehte in some households. But like for us, oh rehde si naal. So obviously, I'm not sure about you if your nani dadi lived with you, but I'm sure.
नहीं. Oh naal nahi rehde si, par asi sada aana jana bahut rehta si.
So you would speak to her in Punjabi?
Yeah.
So that made a difference.
ਕੋਈ ਸਾਡੇ ਕੋਲ ਕੋਈ ਚੋਇਸ ਹੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਸੀ ਹੁਣ ਕੀ ਹੋ ਗਿਆ ਹੁਣ ਮੇਰੀ ਮਾਂ ਹੁਣ ਉਹ ਨਾਨੀ ਬਣ ਗਈ ਹੈ ਹੁਣ ਉਹ ਜਾਂਦੀ ਆ ਪਰ ਪਤਾ ਨਹੀਂ ਕਿਉਂ ਅੱਜ ਕੱਲ ਦੇ ਬੱਚੇ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਕੋਈ ਸਮਝ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੈ ਉਹ ਅਸੀਂ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਤਾਂ ਜਿਸ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਇੱਕ ਵੱਡਾ ਜਿਹਾ ਮਸਕਰਾ ਬਣ ਕੇ ਰਹਿ ਗਿਆ ਮੈਂ ਪੰਜਾਬੀ ਚ ਗੱਲ ਕਰਦਾ ਮਾਮਾ ਜੀ
I don't know what's so funny.
I don't know.
We all look like jokers in front of them when we speak
they're not even taking their nanny seriously.
Yes.
They're not even taking their own nanny seriously. I just don't understand.
All right, we'll leave this for another.
But should you be rooted in your culture? Yes, because your culture will allow you to leapfrog to another level when you are on a global stage. I truly, truly, truly believe that, especially Punjabi culture, which is so colorful, so vibrant, and so rich in its earthiness. Think about that.
Thank you for the message, KP.
Yeah.
I've got 2 questions left.
Go for it.
On identity and representation. Now, we spoke about Harjit.
Yeah.
Besides Harjit, who of course we all hold in that untouchable pedestal.
Yes.
In our small world of MC, right? You know, like you and the rest who are working hard, often juggling double jobs, and you have taken things a step further. You are on bigger stages, you know. How does it feel carrying that sense of responsibility in the sense of, you know, you are representing the Sikh community? Is that something you carry with you and you embrace in your work?
Okay. So I'll tell you there are 2 kinds of people in this world, okay?
Yep.
There's one who say that I'm going to make my community proud, and then they go and do something. The second, do the thing, and then they said, and now my community is proud.
Yeah.
So I don't think I've carried the I want to make my community proud thing conscientiously.
Okay.
I just knew if I kind of just focus on the big picture, my community will eventually be proud of me.
Definitely.
With the family and with the friends and all of them. So I didn't put them first, but I knew they will benefit from whatever success God has in line my way. So yeah.
Okay. Punjabi ਚ ਇੱਕ ਸਵਾਲ
ਹਾਂਜੀ ਪੁੱਛੋ
ਅਕਸਰ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਦੋਸਤੀ ਦੀ ਸੱਚੀ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਕੀਮਤ ਆ
ਹਾਂਜੀ
ਉਦੋਂ ਪਤਾ ਲੱਗਦੀ ਆ ਜਦੋਂ ਮਨੁੱਖ ਕਿਸੇ ਤੂਫਾਨ ਜਾਂ ਮੁਸ਼ਕਲ ਘੜੀ ਵਿੱਚ ਲੰਘਦਾ ਹੈ ਹਨਾ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਬਚਪਨ ਦੀਆਂ ਦੋਸਤਾਂ ਬਾਰੇ ਦੱਸੋ ਕਿ ਅਜੇ ਵੀ ਉਹ ਦੋਸਤ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਨਾਲ ਨੇ ਜੋ ਕਿ ਬਚਪਨ 'ਚ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਨਾਲ ਮੁਸ਼ਕਿਲ ਘੜੀ 'ਚ ਖੜੇ ਸੀ ਤੇ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਬਾਰੇ ਦੱਸੋ
ਹਾਂਜੀ ਮੇਰੇ 2 ਦੋਸਤ ਹੈਗੇ ਨੇ ਮੈਂ ਪਹਿਲਾਂ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦਾ ਪੂਰਾ ਨਾਂ ਲਊਂਗਾ ਹਰਪਿੰਦਰ ਸਿੰਘ ਤੇ ਜੈਤਿੰਦਰ ਸਿੰਘ ਜੋ ਜਿਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਮੈਂ ਪਿਆਰ ਨਾਲ ਪਿੰਦੇ ਤੇ ਜੀਤੂ ਬੁਲਾਉਂਦਾ ਨਾ
ਪਿੰਦੇ ਐਂਡ
ਜੀਤੂ ਹਾਂਜੀ 10 ਸਾਲ ਦੀ ਉਮਰ ਤੋਂ ਅਸੀਂ ਇਕੱਠੇ ਨੇ ਕਲੈਮੈਂਟੀ ਪੰਜਾਬੀ ਸਕੂਲ ਤੋਂ ਅਸੀਂ ਇਕੱਠੇ ਪੜ੍ਹੇ ਪਲੇ ਇੱਕ ਦੂਜਾ ਦਾ ਖੂਬ ਮਜ਼ਾਕ ਉਡਾਇਆ ਵੱਡੇ ਹੁੰਦੇ ਰਿਲੇਸ਼ਨਸ਼ਿਪ 'ਚ ਕੋਈ ਆਫਤ ਆ ਗਈ ਤਾਂ ਅਸੀਂ ਨਾਲ ਬਹਿ ਗਏ ਪੈਸਿਆਂ ਦੀ ਕੋਈ ਆਫਤ ਆ ਗਈ ਅਸੀਂ ਨਾਲ ਬਹਿ ਗਏ ਅਸੀਂ ਤਾਂ ਹੁਣ ਮੁੰਡੇ ਨਹੀਂ ਰਹੇ ਹੁਣ ਅਸੀਂ ਬੰਦੇ ਬਣ ਕੇ ਹੁਣ ਅਸੀਂ ਕੀ ਕਰੀਏ ਫਿਰ ਅਸੀਂ ਨਾਲ ਆ ਗਏ ਜੀਤੂ ਦਾ ਵਿਆਹ ਹੋ ਗਿਆ ਪਿੰਡੇ ਤੇ ਮੈਂ ਡੱਠੇ ਰਹੇ ਉਸ ਤੇ ਅਸੀਂ ਬਣ ਕੇ ਹੁਣ ਪਿੰਡੇ ਦਾ ਵਿਆਹ ਹੋਣ ਲੱਗਾ ਵਾ ਹੁਣ ਜੀਤੂ ਤੇ ਮੈਂ ਕਰਨ ਲੱਗੇ ਤੇ ਹਾਲ ਹੀ 'ਚ ਪਿਛਲੇ ਹਫ਼ਤੇ ਮੈਂ ਕੁਆਲਾਲੰਪੁਰ ਗਿਆ ਸੀ ਆਪਣੇ ਜਨਮ ਦਿਨ ਲਈ ਮੈਂ ਸਿਰਫ ਇਹੀ ਸੋਚਣ ਰਿਹਾ ਸੀ ਮੇਰੀ ਭੈਣ ਨੇ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਪੁੱਛਿਆ ਸੀ ਕਿ ਕਿਹਨੂੰ ਸੱਦਣਾ ਵਾ ਤੂੰ ਜਨਮ ਦਿਨ ਵਾਸਤੇ ਸਿਰਫ ਦੋਸਤਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਬੁਲਾਉਣਾ ਨਾ ਮੈਂ ਕਿਹਾ ਮੈਂ ਸਿਰਫ ਦੋਸਤਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਬੁਲਾਉਣਾ ਵਾ ਉਹ ਕਹੇ ਕੌਣ ਕਿਹਨੂੰ ਬੁਲਾਉਣਾ ਤੂੰ ਮੈਂ ਕਿਹਾ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਨਹੀਂ ਪਤਾ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਨਹੀਂ ਪਤਾ ਕਿ ਜਿੰਨੇ ਆਉਣਾ ਆਓ ਨਾ ਆਉਣਾ ਨਾ ਆਓ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਪਿੰਡੇ ਤੇ ਜੀਤੂ ਚਾਹੀਦੇ ਨੇ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਸਿਰਫ ਇਹ 2 ਜਾਣਿਆਂ ਦੀ ਰੂਲ ਹੈ ਕਿਉਂਕਿ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਪਤਾ ਇਹ ਦੋਵੇਂ ਕਦੀ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਝੂਠ ਨਹੀਂ ਬੋਲਣਗੇ ਜੋ ਬੁਰਾ ਹੈ ਮੇਰੇ ਮੂੰਹ ਤੇ ਦੱਸਣਗੇ ਜੋ ਬਹੁਤ ਜ਼ਰੂਰੀ ਚੀਜ਼ ਹੁੰਦੀ ਹੈ ਬਹੁਤ ਜ਼ਰੂਰੀ ਚੀਜ਼ ਹੁੰਦੀ ਹੈ ਮੈਂ ਜਿੰਨਾ ਵੀ ਉੱਚਾ ਚਲੀ ਜਾਵਾਂ ਨਾ ਇਹ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਨਾ ਥੱਲੇ ਰੱਖ ਕੇ ਰਹੋਗੇ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਅੱਜ ਵੀ ਯਾਦ ਹੈ ਇੱਕ ਵਾਰ ਅਸੀਂ ਬਾਹਰ ਗਏ ਸੀ ਤੇ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਦੀ ਕਿਰਪਾ ਨਾਲ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਇੱਕ ਫੈਨ ਮਿਲ ਗਿਆ ਸੀ ਤੇ ਉਹਨੇ ਪਿੰਡੇ ਨੂੰ ਪੁੱਛਿਆ ਸੀ ਕਿ ਸਾਡਾ ਇੱਕ ਫੋਟੋ ਖਿੱਚ ਲਾ ਤੂੰ ਪਿੰਡੇ ਨੇ ਕਿਹਾ ਲੈ ਇਹਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਕਿ ਫੋਟੋ ਖਿੱਚਣੀ ਆ ਮੈਂ ਕਿਹਾ ਨਾ ਬੋਲ ਇੱਦਾਂ ਦੀ ਚੀਜ਼ਾਂ ਮਸਾਂ ਇੱਕ ਫੈਨ ਮਿਲਿਆ ਨਾ ਚੁੱਪ ਕਰਕੇ ਖਿੱਚਣਾ ਫੋਟੋ ਤੇਰਾ ਕੀ ਜਾਂਦਾ
ਖਿਚਾਈ ਹੁੰਦੀ ਹੈ
ਪਰ ਇਹ ਬਹੁਤ ਜ਼ਰੂਰੀ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਇਹ ਬਹੁਤ ਜ਼ਰੂਰੀ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਵਾ ਤੇ ਹਾਂ ਕਿਉਂਕਿ ਨਾ ਇਸ ਲੈਂਡ 'ਚ ਨਾ ਇਸ ਸਪੈਸ਼ਲੀ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਐਂਟਰਟੇਨਮੈਂਟ ਲੈਂਡ 'ਚ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਬਹੁਤ ਸਾਰੇ ਲੋਕ ਮਿਲਣਗੇ ਜੋ ਤੁਹਾਡੀ ਹਾਂ ਨਾਲ ਹਾਂ ਮਿਲਾਉਣ ਨੂੰ ਤਿਆਰ ਰਹਿੰਦੇ ਨੇ ਇਹ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਵਾਸਤੇ ਸੱਚ ਰੱਖेंगे ਕਿ ਮਾਮਲਾ ਇਹ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਇਹ ਕਰਨਾ ਪੈਣਾ ਤਾਂ ਮੇਰੇ 2 ਦੋਸਤ ਹੈ 10 ਸਾਲ ਦੀ ਉਮਰ ਤੋਂ ਹੁਣ ਮੈਂ 40 ਸਾਲ ਹੋ ਗਿਆ 30 ਸਾਲ ਦੀ ਦੋਸਤੀ ਪਿੰਡੇ ਜੀਤੂ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਗ੍ਰੇਟ ਹੋ ਪਰ ਮੈਂ ਥੋੜਾ ਜ਼ਿਆਦਾ
All right, KP, what's next for you? What is happening next? What can we look forward to? And most importantly, how can we support you?
Okay, so I just want to let everybody know that some people might be asking, when is the next film? When is the next film? When is the next film? I just want to let you know that there's definitely things happening.
That's right. Okay.
There are 2 or 3 projects in the pipeline that I'm in discussions for. Just a quick take on how film industry works. It's a show business.
Yeah.
Until the money doesn't come in. Until they don't know who the hero is.
Okay.
Actually, until they don't know who the hero is, then only will they decide whether to pump in the money or not, because the lead hero guarantees a certain return at the box office.
Okay.
I'm not a big star yet. Okay. So I'll have to wait for these things to happen, for the movies then to be made and then to be released. So this is going to be a process that's going to take a few years for 2 or 3 projects. But it's going to be a slow process, but I bet you it's going to happen. I'm a part of it. I'm getting in shape because I've been told to start getting in shape already, because there might be something rolling as soon as November, but it might be next year. But I'm just gonna. So things are definitely happening. And how can the community support? I'll leave you with a Hindi movie line, and that's how I need your support. It's from Once Upon a Time in Mumbai.
Okay.
Ajay Devgan said one line, and I'll leave you with that. If you can't do anything for me, that's okay. Just dua mein yaad rakhna.
Thank you, KP. We usually end our podcasts with a rapid fire round.
Okay.
But for you, we thought we'd do something special.
Okay.
So we've got 3 members of our community who love to ask you one question each.
Sure.
Knowing our people, I can't guarantee you what's going to come your way.
Okay.
But let's just connect
Let's do it.
to them. I don't know their names. I leave it to them if they wanna
Reveal who they are.
Yeah. Hello.
Hi.
Thank you for having your special questions for KP Sandhu. Would you like to share your name, or would you like to remain anonymous? Sorry, I can't really hear you. Can you say something?
Yes, can you hear me now?
Yes, I can. Okay, and I'll just put KP on.
Okay.
You can
So my
say
question-
you can say hello to him first.
Hi.
Hi, KP.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you doing?
Very good.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so my question for you is, with such a diverse portfolio, being an MC, being an actor, being a dancer, being a digital creator, how do you maintain your identity?
Ooh, very nice. Very good question. Now, when you say maintain my identity, are you trying to say the identity that I've created for myself? Is that what you mean?
Yep.
Okay. So I like to think of myself as a brand that is able to do a few things. Of course, acting is one of them. Obviously, hosting is one of them. Digital creation has become a part of the game ever since COVID came around, because that's all we were left with in terms of a platform. And I haven't danced in a long, long time, but I used to do that too. So I guess what I have done is I've just pushed extensions of myself to give you the same brand of entertainment that has been going on for 17 years. Even as a dancer, even as a content creator, even as an actor, even as an MC, there is one brand of entertainment that you know is associated with the 2 letters called KP. So have I conscientiously tried to maintain individuality? No. I've kind of just done my thing, and after doing my thing, I think I've stood tall as an individual, if that makes sense.
Have you got your answer?
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. I'll connect KP to the next caller. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Hello? Hello?
Hi. Thank you for letting me ask the question.
Hi. Sorry, I can't hear you. Hello?
Hi.
Hi. Do you want to say something to KP Sandhu?
Yes. My question is,
Hi.
which is harder, making Punjabis dance or making them arrive on time?
How old are you? How old are you? 14. Okay, you hang on for Uncle KP's reply,
Well,
okay?
I was thinking, should I give this much thought? And then I realized No, actually, I don't have to give this much thought. It's very, very easy to make Punjabis dance. Punjabis dance even when they are not supposed to. It's tougher to make them come on time. You're right.
Okay, thank you, dear one. I have to move on to the next caller.
Thank you.
Thank you, Badu.
Bye.
Good question.
Okay, this is the last caller. She's a lady.
Okay.
Hello.
Hello, hi. We are from SKA Awards.
Hi.
Hi, I've got KP Sandhu here.
Hi, KP.
Hi, how are you doing?
I'm good. I hope you're good too.
Yes,
I hope
pretty
you're
good.
enjoying the podcast.
Yes, I am actually. Yeah, thank you.
Fantastic.
Yes, so tell me.
So I have a question for you. So I know you have hosted countless weddings, right?
Yes.
I think pretty much every Punjabi wedding. You've been
Yeah.
there, the wedding reception.
Yeah.
So what would your wedding reception MC script be like? Do you think you will be able to sit still and,
I know.
what even?
No. I will not be able to sit still. That's why I've already came up with a plan that I am going to enter first, and then I'll take the stage and I will announce my wife in. So my wife will have her own entry, and then we'll walk to the seats together. And then from that moment to the dance floor, I think I'm going to have 3 or 4 MCs who are going to take turns to flip the script. So that's what's going to happen. At least I get it out of my system at the start. Let me announce my wife in, and I think I'll be happy. She might not be too happy, but I'll get it out of my system.
That sounds fun, actually.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
Okay. Thanks.
Cheers.
Thank you.
Thank you,
you.
my dear, for
Thanks so
calling.
much.
Thank you, bye-bye.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you, KP. You have reminded us that what we see on stage is often just the tip of the iceberg. Behind the energy, the jokes, the big entrances, there's usually a story of struggle, doubt sometimes, and persistence. You didn't inherit the stage, you earned it, step by step, perhaps even mistake by mistake. And that's the message I think that will stay with us today. That confidence is something you built not in a day. It's also a reminder that the stage is not just for the loudest voice or the biggest personality, rather it's for anyone brave enough to show up and create their own story. At SKA Awards, that's what we stand for, creating spaces where our community can hear these voices, the Awards. We see these journeys and find the courage to step forward in their own way. KP, thank you for sharing your heart with us today. And to our listeners, keep telling your story your way, your Awards, because you never know who's waiting to hear it. Until next time, this is Harpreet. Sat Sri Akal.